started to rap about Jesus, and churches would phone me up and say, "Oh, will you come and tell your story about how you became a Christian?" I'm like, okay, all right. So I'd go around and tell my story to a church, and they say, "Oh, Mark was such a great evangelist." I'm like, "What's an evangelist?" Like, I was totally clueless. You know, I had no idea at all. And then I realised I wasn't making a lot of money, and I needed to earn money, so I was forced with a dilemma and sort of saying, actually, if this is costing me time, effort, energy, studio fees, performance time, etc., etc., do I charge a church? Do I and I was marrying the concept of, do I charge the church? Am I charging God to perform? Like he needs anything from me anyway. And I'm reading the word, and the word's saying, live by faith. I'm just like, but I live by faith, but what about eating? And like, so I'd wrestle these sorts of dilemmas. And I had a season of my life where God said, no, Mark, I want you to trust me, and I want you to live by faith for this season, which was amazing. The Christian culture within churches, you wouldn't necessarily agree a performance fee, but churches might often give you a blessing or an honorary gift or that sort of thing sometimes. And I remember I was literally down to my last £20 at this one time, and I had a gig to get to up in Oxford, so I put £20 in the tank. I've got a penny to my name, literally, driven up to Oxford, that sort of thing. Done a show, etc. The guy came up to me afterwards and said, "Oh, thank you so much for coming, MC Tempo. We'd like to give you this one." "Oh, thank you." I've opened it, and it's a cheque. So I was just like, "Oh heck, how am I going to get home?" That sort of thing. And the petrol was already in the red, and it's just like, do I like fill up and run and maybe owe it to them? What do I do? It was that sort of thing, and I felt God say, "Trust me. Trust me, trust me, trust me." So I actually ended up driving from Oxford down to Brighton, where I was living at the time, in the red.
Wow.
And I got home.
Wow.
After God did that for me, I was totally sold that he can do anything. If he can put petrol in my car, he can do anything. It was that sort of thing. So I guess for me, my faith just sort of leaped. It grew massively. Which was cool. But I still had these niggling issues. Should a worker, is a worker worth his wages? Should they be paid? And a big one for me was actually, do you charge a church versus do you charge a secular club? If you're an artist, myself, I was performing at Christian events, but also at secular events, and tailoring my sets accordingly, because you want to be culturally relevant, missionary. You don't want to turn up at a nightclub and go, "Shine, Jesus, shine." Do you know what I mean? You might get bottles thrown at your head, that sort of thing, which sadly happened once upon a time as well. It's a learning curve. These are the sorts of things, I think, which God sort of taught me on my walk going through. I remember I was rapping at an event called New Day, a Christian camp, youth camp sort of thing. And someone challenged me to a battle rap. And I'm thinking, I used to battle around the nightclubs for money and this sort of thing, and it was something which at that time I felt a conviction in my heart against, via James 3, about how you use your tongue, that sort of thing. And I felt God sort of saying to me, no Mark, I haven't given you this gift to do that with actually, at the time. So it really put my heart in check. And I wrestled the consideration of, should a Christian rap artist battle rap? Should you compete to verbally slander someone with your God-given gift? And for me, I reached a point of saying, actually, personally, no, I don't think you should. However, as of recent, a friend of ours has recently fallen away from faith, and he's taken a track which he's gone into the public arena, going against a Christian rap artist named Esso, who some of us will know, and he's also been cutting into Jesus as a result of it, calling Jesus a scarecrow, and he's trying to found it with falsified fact. so to say. He's sowing a lot of doubt in the sort of stuff he's doing. So as a result, I've prayed about it long and hard. I've actually written a response track, which will be coming out pretty soon, to tackle some of the objections which he's raised in those things. In closing, I personally think Christian rap artists, should they battle rap, I personally think it's your heart before God ultimately. It's a conviction thing. I personally wouldn't. But if you can stand before God with a clear conscience, then that's on you. Should you charge a church for a performance, that's your heart before God. Ultimately, some people do, some people don't. Will God provide? Yes, He will. He provides petrol in your car, that sort of thing. There's many other questions which Christian artists might have to consider and wrestle, but they were the two which I just really wanted to tackle today, and would love to invite any questions or thoughts on the back of that.